Okay, so this is the box that it gets shipped in. They actually double box it, so the original box is inside. And so if we open that up, you can see it's got a foam to protect it. They provide 2 tools with the package. One is this. This one is used to remove the plugs underneath the steering wheel. I use screwdrivers, so this is another useful tool that I'll have. And then they provide this tool for like moving that spring. I have a couple screwdrivers that I've used for all these swaps, so I'll use that, but this is just another tool. If you don't have something like I have made, then this should work. Okay, let's pull this out. So we'll pull that out, and wow, doesn't that look sweet? So you can get it in all black, all white, or black and white. The airbag is an additional accessory. This is the cover that goes on the airbag. And so they have several types to choose from if you want to replace it, or you can use the stock black one. I've replaced mine a couple times. I like the Alcantara black leather. So this one looks really nice as well. And again, they have some that say just Tesla to be more in line with what the original ones are for the newest Teslas. And then the only thing else that's in this box is the cover for the controller that fits right here. We have to take the original one out of the Tesla steering wheel and place it into this housing, because the one that's in the Tesla steering wheel doesn't fit in this one, so they've made these ones here, so that's pretty cool. So we'll do that whole install and we'll get into it. So let's go ahead, let's take off the steering wheel off Ginger, and then we'll replace the module. So we'll go through that process, and then we'll go ahead and install the new Yoke steering wheel. It's a fairly straightforward process at that point, and then we'll show you how it looks. Okay, I've loosened the pins off of the 2 sides, and you're going to use these, the tool that they provide you, or I've created these old screwdrivers and just put a little notch on here on both sides. This one has like a couple gripping areas, and there's a hole down on the bottom here, and so I'll show you. I'll take off the airbag, and then I've unplugged this already, so that's for the airbag. This one is for the heating components. So you're just going to take that off like that. And then all you're going to need to do is loosen this nut off. But before I do that, I just want to show you what you're doing with these tools here. So I'll put it through the hole. Okay, so you can see this wire right here. So what I'm going to do is show you what I'm doing from the outside. So when you're sticking that screwdriver through, you can see it's right there. What you're doing is pressing on that wire, and it's releasing the prongs that are on the back of the airbag. So there's 3 prongs. So if we turn this way, there's 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 here. And it's releasing the wire that's locked into this groove that's right there. So what you're doing is you're pressing that up to release it off of here, and that will also release on the bottom. And then you'll do the same from the other side. So you can see if you do both at the same time, you just pop right out. So that's what the wire is that you're pushing on. It's just unlocking the pins from the airbag in the 3 locations. So what you're going to do is take this large Allen key and put it in there. And then you can wedge it or have someone help you with it, and it'd be easier if you have a big bar. And then you're just going to loosen this off. Like that. And then I've had mine off several times, but if you find that you can't get it off, what you can do is hit it like this, and it will loosen the thing, and then just wiggle it off like that. It can only go in one way because of these pin locations. So when you take it off, it looks like that. You're just going to take it and put it back in the same location. It can only go one way, and then put that on there. So that's all there is to it. Now, they did send a white airbag cover that I can replace. And you can see it's just a cover over top. It's a bit of a challenge to replace, but it's well worth it. Like if you look at this one here, I mean, if you had a white car, it would look really nice with a white airbag. And they do have ones that say Tesla across here in black and white. I replaced with a Alcantara airbag cover previously, so that's what I've got right here. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get in. So our next step, now that we've got the wheel off, is to replace the original controller on the original wheel and put that on the yoke steering wheel and then replace it. So let's go ahead, let's go inside, we'll do the replacement. Okay, so now that we've got this in this holder for the new yoke steering wheel, let's go ahead and get that up here and we'll go and install that. Again, don't lose that stuff. So here's the brand new yoke steering wheel controller. It just plugs into right here. There's a spot, and then what you're going to want to do is place that in there so it's sitting in here, sitting flush. Now it's really hard to see, but it's going to sit in there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just plug this in. Make sure it clicks. So you can see in there how I've got it stuffed in there. It's kind of lined up, and then you're just pushing this down out of the way, and then you go ahead and just install it. So let's go ahead, we'll install this steering wheel, and then we'll check it out. Anyway, that's the hardest part, is just placing that in there. All you do is line up these two pieces right here with these, and then slide it into place. It can only fit one way, and you just wiggle it into place. And then you take the large bolt and place that in there. And that is looks like a 10. So always hand thread first. And then you're going to want to get a torque bar and tighten this right up. I just hold it with my legs. And then there you go. The last steps are to plug in the two plugs. They can only go one way, so we just plug those in. That's the one here, and then on the back of the airbag, that one goes into this one. Again, it can only go one way. Now, if you just power the car off, then you're going to hear a horn. I disconnected the battery, the negative battery post, and then I turned off the battery connect under the rear seat of my Model 3. On the Model Y, it's up front on the passenger side. So once you've got this in place, you're just going to press this in like that, and there you go. That's it. And that's what it looks like with white. It looks really nice. So here's the new Yoke steering wheel as I'm driving here. It works really well. I love holding it right here, but you can hold here as well. But this is the most comfortable, especially driving around town. And if you're interested in purchasing a Yoke steering wheel, I've got a link down in the description from Hansshow. And be sure to use my discount code BC Tesla Guy. It will save you a few bucks and it will help out the channel. Again, thanks for watching, and catch you on my next video.